Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to try doing this into resin angel mold, but we're going to do it in mix2mold. I have not done it in mix2mold, and I have not seen it done in mix2mold. So instead of doing a whole bunch of things, I'm going to try to do just the one. We might do maybe one or two extras, depending. So this says it takes 23.2 fluid ounces. So I'm going to probably try to mix up 24 ounces. So I've got my big cup out, and we're going to be filling it to here. So I was trying to find a color that I hadn't used, and I haven't used this pink yet. So I had already decided on doing the green, and I was gonna try and do it like a marble, so it would kind of look like maybe a jade. But yeah, I don't know now. I don't know if we should try to marble her in pink or do the green. I don't know. Because I've done the green, but and I know I've used the tangerine, the lotus red. So I was just trying to find a color that maybe I hadn't used. Yeah, we used that red. So yeah, I think we've used all of the colors except for that pink. And it almost looks orangey in here. So that's why I'm like second guessing it. So yeah, let's poke it and we'll see. Oh no, I have used it. Okay, it is open. So let me just get a paper towel here and kind of, yeah, no. I don't think we're gonna stick with my first thing of the jade. Where is that other? This says jade blue, but I think I'm gonna mix some green in with it and see what we get. I don't know. I don't know, guys. So let's go ahead and get this started. I do have to do one in the deep pour resin because I screwed up my first deep pour that Les Resin had sent me. So I promised them I would do another video. So I figure we'll do her in the mix2mold, and then I will probably do her in the deep pour resin. So I'm gonna pour this to like 28. And we will probably have to pour some in a separate container. So when we start adding our water, it's not too thick. And then I figured we could embellish her tomorrow. So it is late. I'm trying to get a video so it will be ready for tomorrow night. So I figured I would come down, I'll do this, then I can unmold her in the morning, and we can get her all spiffied up and see what we get. So I'm gonna pour a bunch of water because I already know this is going to take a lot of water because it's a lot of mix2mold. So I've got my mix2mold in, so I got 4 more buckets. Well, it'll be 3.5 after I get this done, but and I did order the PowerTech stuff. So hopefully by the end of the week, we will be trying that, guys. Hopefully that's something you might be interested in. I don't know. It just seemed really cool. It seemed like there was a lot that we could do with it. So and I want to try to make sure I get as many lumps out as I can. As I'm mixing this in. All right, so we're at 16. And that's just a bit too thick. So let's thin her down. I cannot wait for tomorrow. It's supposed to be sunny and in the 70s for the next 2 days. So yay. All right, let me see where we're at. So we're at 20, so I definitely am gonna need some more. I'll try those 2 big scoops. And you guys know, I don't measure this. And I've had very good luck. Still a little too thick. All right, I think we've got it. That's a good consistency. And oh, we're at 22 ounces, guys. Because it takes what, 23.2, and we're just about 24, so we're gonna call that good. All right, so let's do our green, and I might have to do this in layers, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the blue. And let's kind of stir that through, because I do want it to be a light color. I don't want any like big white clumps, so we're gonna leave it like that. And I'm gonna pour down into her base a little bit. And we're gonna do the jiggle wiggle. I don't want any bubbles if I can help it, but I also don't want to blend everything together either. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to add a smidge more water because it's so thick it is wanting to set. I never gave that a thought of like how much you can mix at a time. Without it curing. I never gave that a thought, guys. All right, I guess we're gonna get this poured, or try to. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, note to self, do not mix large quantities of this at a time. Because that is already setting. So the bottom is going to be a different color, guys. I never even gave that a thought on pouring that much at a time. Man, I'm going to have another fail. I can already tell. So I'm just going to spread it out like cake batter and I don't even know if I can break that up. And re-wet it. Oh, I just splashed myself in the face. And again. So we might be having to do this over. There's some unmixed powder right there. Well, we learned something tonight, guys. And I'm just gonna try to smooth up this bottom so that, you know, we don't have it completely uneven. Well, so she's looking beautiful through here and through here. There's a little bit of marbling down in here, but oh, I think she would have been beautiful So if this doesn't come out good, which I'm not really having high hopes for right now, we will do it again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the powder colorant so that I can do it in like 2 pours. Do like, 12 and then do 12. So, yeah. I don't know. So far, this part looks really good. Really, really good. I mean, I'm really liking what I'm seeing through there. But, yeah, we won't know until it is completely ready to demold. I literally could probably pull this out right now. But it would still it's so tender that I'm going to let this sit overnight. And that way I know that the wings and everything will be completely hard. And then we will see. And if we have to redo it, we will redo it. Not a big deal. But if we do redo it, we're going to, like I said, we're going to do the mix. Well, I don't know because I still want it swirled. So, yeah, we'll just have to do it in two pours, and hopefully I can count the drops so that I can get them right. Yeah. So I will be back in the morning. We'll get this demolded. If she's pretty, we will get her embellished, and we'll go from there, guys. Alrighty, I'll see you in a minute. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So, we've got our little thing all cured. So let's see if it came out. And I do have a few bubbles, which I kind of had a feeling because it was so thick going in. But, all right, let's fix our mold here. And let's look. So this part came out beautiful. We've got a little bubble here. We've got some bubbles here. One here. Big one there. I mean, the top part came out perfect. This part, not so much. But she is absolutely beautiful. But let me think here. I mean, I can sand these little areas down. And I'm wondering if I embellish the bottom of her with some flowers. What to do. I've got a few tiny, 2 little bubbles there, a couple over here. But she is pretty. Let's see. All right. Give me a minute to think. And the bottom's definitely got to get sanded, but all right, let me take this and see if I can sand some of this out so that we can save it, because I do not want to waste all this mix to mold, because she's beautiful. Let me grab my flowers just to... Oops. Let's see. Let's see here. We could kind of like, you know, embellish, add some little ones in, some big ones. You know, we can even put a big one right there, which would, you know, hide that bubble. And then maybe just put like a few. All right. So let me get her sanded. And then I will be back and we'll see what we can do with her. Because we might be able to save her. Because she is beautiful. That marbling came out adorable. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. So I've sanded it down. Got all the roughness off so that there'll be no rough. You know, like I just smoothed that out. I'll figure out something to do on that, but let's just see. And I brought out the Liquid Fusion because it said this will work good on unsealed ceramic. And where it's been 24 hours, there shouldn't be any more moisture in her. So, hopefully, I did bring out a few gems too, just in case. Let's see. I did have one of these roses trimmed back. But I think they're going to stick up too far. So I think we're going to have to use, excuse me, we're going to have to use the flatter ones. So let's just start trying to get a few in here and see if it works. Now I just used my Dremel. I could have, you know, taken my big sander, went outside but just for the sake of the video, and I'm like, well, we will just see how this looks. So what I want to do is try to get a couple of them on here and just see how and all right, so before I go too far, I did pull this out and oh, I don't know if, all right, let me wipe this off first because we might end up UVing it because it doesn't seem like it's going to stick. So let me just give a coat of sealer down around this bottom area, just because I know once it's sealed that it will adhere much better. And I've just got to find my sealer here. Oh, right here. All right, so let's just and I am going to have to get some more of this. because I'm out, just about. And I'm just using my little tumbler holder here. And that's kind of what I was using to oh, all right, let me zoom out just a bit so you can kind of see. Just putting some on, and I'm rubbing around this bottom section because that's where we're going to attach all of our little flowers here. So I think that is high enough. Alrighty. And I mean, the first coat of that goes in so quick. And that's one of the reasons that I like it. All right, so this is a adhesive little thing of stones. And I should have started that in the back, but I didn't. All right, so she's got some bling on the bottom of her dress. And now let's see if this will stick. I know it's going to take a few minutes, but so you know what? We've got these flat ones here too. These ones might work because these don't have any stems. And then we could just kind of fill in with some of the other ones, and that way it would give us a little bit of texture. That might work, guys. I did pull out my UV resin just in case. We put a little one there. And then we can put that one, and then maybe we can glue some of the other ones in between, because I want to cover this line too, but I think that will work. So even if I only did the flowers like that, we wouldn't have to go all the way around them. Oh, crap. Okay, so I don't know if these are gonna work. All right, I'm gonna UV them because they're not gonna stay. So I can use the just put some UV into there. I did take out my 5-minute epoxy too. Just gotta cut a little bit more off this. There we go. I wanted that to lay flat. And that way there, it will give that glue behind it time to dry. And then what I'll do, once I get her all done, I'll go sit her outside for a little while and let the the UV sun really finish curing. I want that little stem in that hole, but I've got to get some UV around that first so I can get that locked in. All right, so that is slowly working. Oh, I got a little bit of UV that dripped down here, so let me cure this side. And that one's got a little bit of a fray. I don't want all the same colors, that's for sure. That I think will work. Just trying to, oh. Good thing I got these flowers, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one attached. Well, maybe instead of using that one, we can use this one since we're going to be doing the UV. Because I like that one. It's a little bit bigger. Right, like that. And I'm gonna spin it around so I can see where to put the UV. How are we doing here? That's looking pretty good. So I definitely need a little flour right in there. Let's see. I'll put that one right there. Okay. And let's see here. No, I don't think I like that. We will just keep going with the flowers. And let me do a pink one over here. And put that right in that hole, and we're gonna cure that. And yeah, I thought I was gonna do a short video for you today. Surprise, surprise. We should have known better, right? We should have known. I cannot do anything quickly. Well, I could if I didn't have to fix something or want to embellish something. All right, so that definitely is gonna need something right there. So I'm gonna put a bigger dollop, and we're gonna shove that in there, and then I'm gonna cure that from there. So she definitely is going to be cute on somebody's table. Get a bigger blue one here. I cut that one at an angle so that I could stick it in that, where that, I sanded that little bubble down so that it kind of goes right up in there. I think she's getting there, guys. I think she is. Yeah. Definitely want to make it look like, you know, they're kind of all going together. And where we have big, little, in between. just gonna put a dollop of the UV resin right there to hold that corner down because it wants to lift. Okay. All right, so we've got, I'm gonna do something right in here. And I got 2 blues, so let's do, a white right there. And hopefully you can see, I'm holding it, I'm putting the UV, keeping those flowers peeled back so I can cure that, and then I can let the flower leaves go after. And let's see. I just want to fill that little gap. Kind of like that. All right, I'm gonna try to okay. All right. So I'm gonna need something there, and then I guess we could bring this down here so it kind of, although that kind of goes up, I'll fill this in and then that will kind of go up. All right, so let's figure out what other colors here. Right. Oh, I need some dark ones. Let's do, and let me get a white one. All right, so we're gonna do this. Right under there. So basically, I'm trying to hide the stem pieces. That's kind of what I'm trying to get them locked in, so it's kind of hiding those stem pieces. Um, and I'll put that right there. Okay. And I'd like to get a rose in there if I could. And that one would be pretty right there. Yeah, we're gonna put that one right there. And that way it hides that little, oh. Yep. Yep. That's gotta go there. I'm gonna just put a dab of that. So I think we've managed to save our little angel here. So that's the front, side, And I'm contemplating putting something here, but that part would be up against the wall anyways. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right, I'm just going to try to get a smidge out. Of the UV. And that way I don't have to worry about it falling off. It's like literally like a half of a drop. And there we go. All right, guys, I think we're done. Yeah. So, a short video turned into a long video, but you know, what's new? Alrighty, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Bye.